I know it really means a great deal to you knowing that family and friends are watching you on television and have viewed you on television, seeing how successful you have become. Before the show, you talked to me about what you think young people should do in order to become a success in this industry.
Yeah, to be honest with you, if this is their choice for as being an entertainer, dancer, singer, writer, a musician, whatever their dreams are, I think they should stick with that dream. But nowadays, you know, you got to have an education. And I think you should try and make sure you have something to fall back on. But what I say to anybody, the world, whatever you do, just try and be the best at whatever you do. And if you have a certain goal, don't let anybody change your mind. Because if it's a dream, it makes its impact when you can make it become a reality. And you can look back and say, I finally accomplished this. I finally, you know, because I look back and I can see my mother and father, they wanted me to do other things, and they didn't want me to always be going to play in the clubs or be going out of town. And a lot of times they didn't really mind, and then sometimes they did. But a lot of times I'm supposed to be doing my homework or studying, or maybe out with my friends, practicing the guitar or trying to learn something more about music. But I think if they have a drive within themselves like I do, I knew at 17 that I wanted a family, I wanted a home, I wanted more than one car, but I didn't know for sure how I was going to acquire this. But as time went on, I knew that music was my thing, and it's best that I stick with that. I've worked at Ford, General Motors, I've fried chicken, I've did various jobs, but music has always been the light for me.
Blues and gospel, they are both indigenous black art forms. And you were very fortunate to be able to train with some dynamic performers during your youth. If you're given a choice, what would be your initial first choice as an entertainer?
I've grown to the stage where I like so many different types of music. I like so many different types of artists, white and black. I'm more of a universal person when it comes to writing and trying to perform music. I like R&B, I like pop, I like some country and western, if it's done right. I like jazz. I also had a little jazz background playing with Dottie Peoples. We was doing jazz and R&B in nightclubs, and I began to fall more in love with the jazz aspect for the simple reason I was learning more chords by playing blues standards and jazz standards, and I thought that was a good way for me to learn my acts. I was learning more than just the regular 3, 4, 5 chords that most of the rhythm and blues players would play. I got to do jazz and blues standards. I got a chance to learn different ways of expressing myself on the guitar and more about singing these different songs. Well, like I say, I'm a lover of many styles of music. I haven't, I guess, given up my guitar playing, which most of my guitar playing would be more jazz-oriented since that's my background. But right now I'm just trying to sing and write a lot of my own original material and dance, because I actually started dancing before I could play guitar. when I was a kid, I was dancing, and I was watching people like Jackie Wilson and Bobby Rydell and Fabian, the Big Bopper, Chuck Willis, Chuck Berry. And I guess from about 8 or 9 years old, I knew that music was in my blood.
This is sounding so good. I hate to interrupt you, but we're going to have to take a break for just 1 second. And just hold that thought, because we're going to be right back with more from Emmett North Jr. right after this.